Hi guys, welcome to Nyonya Cooking. In my previous video when I did the peanut sauce, everyone got excited to guess what the next recipe is. But before that, if you want to check out the peanut sauce recipe, click over here. And regarding this recipe that I'm going to do in this video, it is something that only a few of you notice or actually guess it correctly. And today I am preparing Nasi Impit, or also known as compressed rice. It is really very simple because it is basically rice that is compressed and it fits really well with the peanut sauce. So without further ado, let's check out the ingredients. Compressed rice or Nasi Impit only requires 4 ingredients and a fork. So here I have 1 cup of rice along with a knotted pandan leaf just to add some fragrance, and just to increase or enhance the taste we are going to add some salt and of course water to cook the rice. The first step that you need to do in this recipe is to wash the rice, and because we want to get rid of all the impurities. And then we're going to add the rice into a pot and also water. Because we are cooking compressed rice or Nasi Impit, it would require slightly more than 2 cups of water. So I would say about 2 cups of water with an extra of 2 tablespoons of a spoonful of water. Now just to increase the taste, as I've mentioned, we're going to add a bit of salt and the knotted pandan leaves. If you have been following me, you do know that I do not have a rice cooker, and if you do not have one, you can do the same way like me. And if you do have a rice cooker, just put the rice into the rice cooker, cook it as usual, just add a bit more water than usual, and then add the salt and pandan leaves, so it just works the same way. Okay, once you see that it starts to boil, we're going to lift this up, and using the fork that I have here, I'm just going to stir it. Once it starts boiling, put the heat really low, and then we are just going to cover the pot with the lid. So about 4 to 5 minutes, you see that the water has subsided and the rice is almost cooked. So using a potato masher, or what I have here is just a plain fork, I'm just going to just press this onto the pot. I've been mashing the rice and this is how it looks like now. Now believe me, if you do have a potato masher, it makes a big difference. I'm just using a little fork here. So now I am just going to let it cook. Now this is after 5 minutes. There's still a bit of water, but it's okay because it's getting hard at the bottom, and that means it's almost cooked. So I'm going to remove the pandan leaf here. And using the fork again, I'm just going to mix this, and as I make, I'm going to press the rice down. So there's basically no more water at the bottom of the pot, and that means the rice is ready. So what I'm going to do is just to fluff it up again, and this time I'm going to switch the stove off and put the lid over. And this will actually allow the rice to cool down, and that is what we want to wait, and I'm show you what is the next step. It's after 10 minutes now and we are back to the rice. So it is fully cooked. I am just going to fluff it up one more time and try to compress the rice in the pot itself before I move it to the plate. The glad wrap or this plastic layer is going to allow the rice to separate from the plate easily later on. As we put the rice into the plate, all we're going to do is just press the rice. As you can see, I'm only using 2/3 of this plate here because I want a thick compressed rice. Later on we are going to cut it into cubes, so it wouldn't make sense to make it all flat and then you get really flat compressed rice. So all I'm going to do is to wrap this up. The rice is now compressed nicely and I'm going to keep it in the fridge while I prepare my satay. Now, aren't you excited to look at the next video? If you want to check out how this Nasi Impit or this compressed rice will look like and taste like together with the peanut sauce and the satay, you gotta click onto this video over here and check out the video on satay. So till then, I hope that you enjoy this. Remember to subscribe to Nyonya Cooking and like this video while you are here. And of course, as usual, happy cooking! Ensure that the sauce is evenly stirred. Now that the taste is good, everything is good,